Hey guys, what's up? So today we're going to do a little comparison. I have basically no data, so I don't know what comparison wise we're going to be able to do, but we're going to look at some knockoff Scalarworks sights compared to the real Scalarworks sights. So let's talk about it real quick. Okay, so we just shot the video talking about the Scalarworks sights that Mr. Robert California so generously sent out for me to look at, and he said to like test him out, but I didn't really break him. I didn't really want to mess up his stuff. So I was getting ready to take these guys off, right? And I know this is probably a bad thing, and y'all can get whatever. You can tell me what you think, but I don't have time to go out and sight in these new sights. I have a feeling they're just slightly different, so it's going to be a little bit different anyway. But since this is a home defense firearm in general, I would be an advocate for not changing anything as far as sighting things or putting suppressors, muzzle devices, things like that on a gun and continuing to use it as the role of a home defense gun without going and zeroing it and checking everything, right? But in this case, I run primarily this EOTech anyway. This is my go-to. Like, this is how the thing's gonna work at night anyway. I'm not gonna be able to see my irons at night when I need this firearm. And during the daytime, it's still, the red dot is still there. So yes, you can run me through the mud and try to tell me I'm an idiot, and I probably am. But I need to get these things in the mail, so I'm putting them on right now. So we're gonna take off the old ones and we're gonna put it on these new ones. I can tell you right now, in playing around with these fake ones, they are not the same. They're definitely not the same. Just, yeah. Let's take off these new ones and we'll look at them side by side and kind of compare them a little bit to each other. All right, so firearm out of the way. Let's look at these guys kind of side by side. These are going to be the Scalarworks. These are the Confugulus. I don't know. Kafal. I don't know what these are. Whatever this company is, these are knockoff airsoft sights, basically. And I think they run about, I think they were like 30 bucks or something like that. Takes them about 6 months to get here. But anyway, you look at these guys side by side. The knockoff ones are definitely smaller and less impressive in their beefiness than the Scalarworks, okay? I wish I do have a scale. This is a, let's take this guy off real quick. I'll convert this in a minute. Let me get this guy zeroed out. Okay, front sight is 416.5 grams. Grains, not grams, grains, right? The knockoff is 348.8 grains, okay? I'll do some math and post it somewhere, but I'm just curious and I don't have another scale in here right now. The rear sight on the real one is 634.1 grains, and the knockoff is 524.6 grains. Now, so what does that really tell me? That's with the mounting hardware, which is really just a screw, like a cross bolt that goes in here. That just tells me really these things, they're not the exact same, right? They don't sit at the same height, right? The knockoffs are lower. They are definitely lower. I thought I had out here. Hold on one second. Yeah, so this is perfect. All right, here we go. This is perfect. So here's just a rail section, right? Or a rail section. It's a 7-inch rail. Let's take off our mounting stuff and let's just set these guys up next to each other so we don't get these confused. We'll set these guys kind of next to each other and I'll show you how blatantly obvious these things are not the same size, okay? Yeah, for sure. Let's take this guy off. Yeah, and it's not even going to be that hard to keep them separate as far as quality-wise, because even the screws themselves, they're not quite the same. They're just, everything's just a step down, which you would expect that. This is Chinese knockoff crap, right? It's not for real. It's not for real, okay? Put this guy on here like so. Here we go. Okay, now, if you can look at that, actually I should probably be down here. Maybe I can zoom in on it. You can so tell the difference. These are your actual Scalarworks sights. These are your fake ones. They do not line up any way, shape, or form. Like, I mean, they're not the same height. They're just not. They're not the same. And they shouldn't be the same. They're not the same thing. I'm sure some people are thinking that. Like, these are not the same thing. So for pity's sakes, what am I rambling on about? If you are in the thought process that I'm going to pull one over on Scalarworks and I'm going to get these knockoffs that are actually marked with Scalarworks logo and everything, right? They won't really show that on the websites because copyright or whatever it is. But yeah, they're marked, right? Not on the bottoms, because you look on the bottoms of the real ones, they actually have like made in the USA, like all this, you know, all their letters and things to show what they are, serial numbers, whatever they are. These guys don't have it because these are just like cheap crap, right? These are really, really cheap. You can tell the difference. I already rebuilt, may not work now. No, it kind of does. I rebuilt the little detent that makes this guy snap into place because it was just a little bit too flimsy for me. So I drilled it out. Basically, I drilled out the holes and I re-put detents and stuff, whatever. So I've already mangled with the old ones, right? Not the new ones. I've mangled with the old ones, and I think it kind of makes it a little bit better. Maybe just a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. But we'll see over time. One thing I will say, the only thing that I can really come up to say, right, about the for real ones is that they are boringly reliable. They function. They're great. They're fine. They're bomb-proof. They're awesome. I love them, okay? I can't really say anything bad about them except for like their $250-ish price tag, right? Maybe you can get them cheaper. Maybe you can get them $199. Black Friday sales. Maybe I'll be able to pick up a pair cheap. I don't know. But these other ones, if I start having issues with them, the simple fact that I had to go ahead and rebuild that detent system, right? That locking system that these things have, that tells me the quality is already very subpar, which I already knew that. Again, I'm beating a dead horse to death. I already knew that they're going to be subpar, okay? But I do like this the front sight post. It does click like it's supposed to, right? Which is one of the major things that I really liked about the legit ones. We're just gonna have to see. Time will tell. If they start having any problems, then it's just like, you know, it's not worth it. But in my mindscape, in my thinking, an iron sight is an iron sight, right? If it's a legit like iron sight, if it's got a bunch of different parts on it and things that move around and break and whatever, then it's not the same, right? There's not a whole lot of moving pieces and parts on these. Sorry, I had to yawn. There's not a whole lot of moving pieces and parts on these that are there to break. So unless these guys can't stay locked on the gun or somehow or other they adjust, right? As you adjust your diopter, whatever these things are called, your eyepiece. What's the word? I can't remember. I'll put it in there somewhere if I remember. But as you adjust these, right, your large, what's the word? Diopter? That's not the word. I haven't a brain fart. But some of these, when you adjust them, you actually end up screwing it over all the way to one side or the other, right? I've had that happen on some of these cheaper ones. This one doesn't seem to be doing that yet, but we'll see. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these new knockoffs on the rifle. Yeah, it's a home defense gun, but in reality, I use the high dollar, high quality, whatever EOTech, which at some point I'll be switching that out to an aim point or something else. But yeah, scoff at me all you want. Don't preach by what you live by. Do the things that you should. That's my word of the day. That didn't make any sense. I sound drunk. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and put. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and put the new whatever these things. Kafala. I don't know how to pronounce this because I can't read the letters on there. Looks like a KU8LAL. Kaladalal. I don't know. I'm gonna put them on the firearm. Send the Scalarworks back to Mr. Robert California. Thank you again. I really do appreciate you sending these things out. They've been amazing, and I wish I had the pocket change, which is a lot more pocket change, to buy them off of you. At this point in time, I really don't. But anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed that. If you have any questions about these new ones or even the old ones, the legit ones, they are awesome. I will tell you straight up, they are awesome. They work fantastically. They're boringly reliable, which is about the biggest compliment that I can give a gun accessory thing. They're boringly reliable. They do what they're supposed to do. Have no issues with them, except for the price. But if you have any questions about them or these knockoffs, please let me know. I'm gonna get to putting these things back on, and yeah, appreciate y'all watching, subscribing, and everything. I really do. My Patreons, y'all rock. Y'all are awesome. Y'all know who you are. Really, really do appreciate y'all. All right, y'all be good to be safe. Hopefully, we'll catch y'all in the next video.